Project network design for multi-phase and multi-project environments. Project network design is crucial in managing complex project systems, especially in multi-phase and multi-project environments. A project network illustrates the interdependencies between tasks and defines the workflow from start to completion. In multi-phase projects or multi-project settings, the complexity of managing multiple timelines, resources, and deliverables increases, making effective network design even more critical. This article explores the key concepts, challenges, and strategies in designing project networks for multi-phase and multi-project environments, with a focus on optimizing resource allocation, improving project flow, and ensuring efficient coordination. Key concepts in project network design. 1. Project network diagram. 1. A graphical representation of all the tasks, milestones, and dependencies in a project. 2. In multi-phase environments, each phase has its own network diagram, but they are interconnected, and the completion of one phase might trigger the initiation of the next. 3. In multi-project environments, dependencies between projects and shared resources must be accounted for in the network design. 2. Critical path method, CPM. 1. CPM is used to identify the longest path of dependent tasks that determines the shortest time to complete a project. 2. For multi-phase projects, CPM identifies the critical path for each phase, helping to prioritize tasks and manage time effectively. 3. In multi-project environments, a shared critical path can impact multiple projects, and delays in one project can affect others. 3. Program evaluation and review technique, PERT. 1. PERT is used for projects with uncertain durations, focusing on time estimations and probability distributions. 2. In multi-phase or multi-project networks, PERT can assist in managing uncertainties across different project timelines and help allocate resources based on estimated durations. 4. Dependencies and resource constraints. 1. Dependencies define the relationship between tasks and phases, such as finish to start, finish to finish, or start to finish. 2. Resource constraints refer to the limitation of shared resources, e.g., personnel, equipment, and budget, that can affect the scheduling and sequencing of tasks across multiple projects or phases. Challenges in multi-phase and multi-project network design. 1. Managing dependencies across phases. 1. In multi-phase projects, tasks within one phase may depend on the completion of tasks from previous phases. Managing these interdependencies is essential to ensure smooth transitions. 2. Delays in one phase can create a domino effect, causing delays in subsequent phases, making it necessary to design a robust network that accounts for these dependencies. 2. Resource allocation and utilization. Multi-project environments often share resources like teams, equipment, and budgets. Overlapping demands for resources can create bottlenecks or delays if not properly managed. Optimizing resource allocation requires balancing competing demands across projects while ensuring the availability of critical resources when needed. 3. Complex scheduling. 1. With multiple projects or phases happening simultaneously, it becomes more difficult to maintain an efficient schedule. 1. Adjusting schedules based on the performance of one project can have ripple effects on others. 2. Multi-phase projects often involve tasks that span across several months or even years, requiring careful schedule management to avoid resource conflicts. 4. Risk management. 1. In multi-phase or multi-project environments, risk factors multiply. 1. Delays, scope changes, or unforeseen events in one project or phase can cause a cascade of risks across other parts of the program. 2. Designing a network that includes risk mitigation strategies and contingency plans is essential to maintain flexibility and adaptability. 5. Communication and coordination. 1. Coordination between various teams working on different phases or projects is critical. 1. Miscommunication or lack of alignment between stakeholders can result in duplicated work, misallocated resources, and missed deadlines. 2. Project network designs should include clear communication channels to ensure all stakeholders remain informed and aligned throughout the lifecycle. Strategies for effective project network design. 1. Modular approach for multi-phase projects. 1. Break down the overall project into smaller, manageable phases with their own network diagrams. 2. Each phase's network should include its own critical path, dependencies, and timelines, but also consider how it fits within the larger project context. 3. Transition points between phases should be carefully managed to avoid delays. 2. Centralized resource management. 1. Use a centralized resource allocation system that tracks resource usage across multiple projects and phases. 2. Tools like resource leveling or resource smoothing can be employed to adjust schedules and allocate resources optimally. 3. Implement resource buffers or contingencies to absorb resource fluctuations or conflicts. 3. Integrated project management software. 1. Use project management software with multi-project and multi-phase capabilities to centralize the design, scheduling, and tracking of all projects in the portfolio. 2. Software like Microsoft Project, Primavera, or advanced ERP systems can link multiple project networks and help optimize workflows across different teams and phases. 3. These tools can also track dependencies across projects, making it easier to adjust schedules and resources in real time. 4. Dynamic risk management and contingency planning. 1. Implement a dynamic risk management framework that continuously identifies potential risks and adjusts the project network accordingly. 2. For each phase or project, ensure that contingency plans are in place for common risks such as delays, resource shortages, or scope changes. 3. Use probabilistic risk assessment techniques to evaluate and plan for uncertainties. 5. Effective communication channels. 1. Create clear communication plans that define the flow of information between teams, phases, and projects. 2. Regular status meetings, digital collaboration tools, and shared project dashboards can ensure all stakeholders are aligned and informed about progress, changes, and risks. 3. A project network design should include checkpoints for reporting and feedback, ensuring transparency and minimizing the chance of miscommunication. Real-life example. Multi-phase and multi-project network design in a construction portfolio. Consider a construction company handling several large infrastructure projects simultaneously, such as highways, bridges, and office buildings. Each project consists of multiple phases like planning, design, construction, and testing. Challenges. 1. Each project phase has overlapping tasks and shared resources, e.g., engineers, construction materials. 2. Delays in the design phase of one project could push back construction schedules for others due to limited availability of key resources. Solutions. The company designs individual project networks for each construction project but connects them via shared resources and milestones. 1. These milestones trigger the start of activities in subsequent projects or phases. 2. A centralized resource management system is set up to ensure that resources, e.g., cranes, skilled labor, are allocated based on priority and availability across projects. 3. The use of PERT charts allows for risk assessments of uncertain task durations, while critical path analysis identifies which phases or projects are most likely to cause delays across the entire portfolio. Conclusion. Project network design in multi-phase and multi-project environments is essential for managing complex interdependencies, resources, and timelines. By using strategies like modular approaches, centralized resource management, integrated project management tools, dynamic risk management, and effective communication channels, organizations can optimize workflows and ensure that projects are completed efficiently and on time. Proper network design not only prevents delays but also enhances coordination and reduces risks, contributing to the overall success of both individual projects and broader portfolios.